There'll be winners and losers, barn burners and snoozers this week in the SEC.
Well, friends, week 3 had more twists and turns than a bag of pretzels, but that won't stop us from predicting the unpredictable in week 4. Mississippi State at UMass. Last week, Dan Mullen's showdown with LSU went over about as well as an Anthony Weiner group text. And this week, he'll take his bodacious Bulldogs to UMass in hopes of avoiding an all-out rejection. In a snoozer, Mississippi State. Vanderbilt at Western Kentucky. Thus far, Vandy's season has been like a nymphomaniac's vow of celibacy. Despite the best intentions, they just keep on getting drilled. And this Saturday, the comically clumsy Commodores will take on Western Kentucky. In a snoozer, Western Kentucky. Georgia at Ole Miss. So far this season, Hugh Freeze's Rebels have allowed more comebacks than Brett Favre's agent. This week, they'll face Kirby Smart's Bulldogs at home. It'll come down to the wire, but this time, the Rebels hold their ground. In a barn burner, Ole Miss. Kent State at Alabama. After beating Ole Miss, Nick Saban is happier than a tornado in a trailer park. And this week, his prideful pachyderms host Kent State in a game that could be deemed unconstitutional because the punishment will be cruel and unusual. In a snoozer, Alabama. LSU at Auburn. Get out the saucers and milk because there's gonna be a cat fight when the LSU Tigers and the Auburn Tigers square off in a game sure to feature an abundance of exciting plays and quarterbacks. But in the end, it'll be a running back who makes the difference. In a barn burner, LSU. Delaware State at Missouri. Barry Odom's Tigers are getting better and better every week. But this Saturday, they'll host Delaware State in a game about as meaningful as a Kardashian family meeting. In a snoozer, Missouri. South Carolina at Kentucky. What do you get when you combine a Gamecock with a Wildcat? 4 quarters of ugly football. How ugly, you ask? Uglier than Donatella Versace after a face scrub. In a snoozer, South Carolina. Arkansas at Texas A&M. The Aggies may have found their knight in shining armor, but this week they'll take on Arkansas in a clash of unbeatens. This one should be tighter than Brett Bielema's pants after a 3-hour visit to the Golden Corral. And by the time it's over, poor Brett's gonna feel sick to his stomach. In a barn burner, Texas A&M. Florida at Tennessee. With a suspect offensive line and an injury-depleted defense, Butch Jones is as nervous as Mike Tyson at a spelling bee. But come mid-afternoon on Saturday, Neyland Stadium will be rocking. And in this one, the crowd makes all the difference. In a barn burner, Tennessee. Well, friends, that's all she wrote for week 4. We're set for a wild and wonderful weekend. And just like they say about girls, grits, and gravy, football is just better in the Southeast.
From way down in Florida up in Kentucky, Texas to Tennessee, there'll be winners and losers, barn burners and snoozers this week in the SEC.